Hello and welcome back to the Marks Electrical Studio. It's TV time in here once again as we look at another budget set from the 2019 releases, this time one that has been made by LG. So allow me to introduce the LG 43UM7500PLA 43-inch UHD Smart Television then. Now this is what you call a mid-range release from the 2019 sets that have been introduced to the consumer, but it's by no means an incapable performer. I'll explain exactly why. This is an LCD set, so it's outside of the OLED releases that LG are most famed for at present, and it doesn't contain nanocell technology, which brings down the asking price a little bit. Nanocell technology is very evident when you can see that on a set in colour and light, but this can hold its own, I can assure you, if you're talking about HDR performance, which of course needs to be in native 4K. So there's plenty to see and do on this particular set, and it comes at a great price, which should be of great interest to you, our customers, with Black Friday approaching, with Christmas approaching, or if you just fancy a new telly this time tomorrow. So let's have a look and see exactly what this TV can do. Now this looks like a pretty small set compared to some of the gigantic televisions that we've had in here beforehand, and indeed 43-inch is about as small as 4K HDR TVs go these days. Gone are the days when this would be considered a big television, but it is bigger than you think, and it's got the capabilities to back it up. It's 4K UHD certified, so certain regulations must be met in terms of high dynamic range, wide colour gamut and brightness. Looking at brightness, the backlighting system is direct, not quite direct full array, but the LEDs that illuminate this television are directly behind the screen, and they do beam forward and controlled by various items that are managed by a quad-core processor. Said quad-core processor provides true colour accuracy, so that means over 1 billion must be expressed. So shade and tone should be in that data bank to be expressed as required as the scene dictates. Also, there is a IPS panel contained in this television enabling wide viewing angles. The premise of in-plane switching is to rotate when impacted by light, thus enabling those wide viewing angles. 4K HDR multi-format active HDR is present in most of LG's TVs and is again on this one. That means it supports HDR10 and also hybrid LOD gamma. So whether it's dynamic metadata or scene referral, reproduction is ably supported in this particular area. Surround sound wise, it's 2-channel, but it does have DTX Virtual X technology, which means it's got multi-dimensional simulation, which can build upon that. Sound certainly backs up the picture, and the quad-core processor works very hard in all of these areas to produce. Can it produce in the area of 4K HDR gaming with low input lags? Let's take a look at both input lags. Input lag in standard mode is 115 milliseconds. Input lag in game mode is 12 milliseconds. Okay, so let's go through the smart operating platform on this 4K HDR TV by first confirming you will get one of these with your purchase, a Magic Remote. Not always the case with all LG TVs, but this is in the box and has voice control capabilities by pressing that button here. For the purposes of this, I'll just scroll through the TV and just show you roughly what you can get. The home dashboard is all your connected devices, link up all your gaming and so on that way, various players, all of the usual apps that you'd expect, Netflix, Prime Video, terrestrial choices. There's an optimized web browser just down there. You can put all of your photos and videos on screen, screen mirroring, pretty much that sort of thing. There's a music player on here as well, and the LG content store. So if you're not pleased with all the apps you've got, there's plenty more to choose from. WebOS all the way. What more would you expect from an LG TV? Let's start to go through the dimensions and connectivity of this 4K HDR television then. On the stand, this TV is 625 millimeters in height, it is 975 millimeters in width, and it is 260 millimeters in depth. Off the stand, that's 571 millimeters in height, that's 975 millimeters again in width, and just 86.4 millimeters in depth. Their forces combined, it weighs just 9.1 kilograms, which certainly makes wall mounting and the like just that little bit easier. Connectivity wise, there are 3 HDMI ports with the support of an audio return channel and HDMI port 2. There are 2 USB slots, LAN, component in, RF in, optical digital audio output, a CI slot and Bluetooth version 5.0. And that's what we've got to tell you about the LG 43UM7500PLA 43-inch 4K UHD Smart Television, and it's certainly a product that we're going to be recommending to our customers. you can buy this product now from Mott's Electrical. Just simply follow the link below the YouTube video you're watching. It'll take you straight to our award-winning website where you'll see all of the purchase options, including finance, and you can have this in your home tomorrow with our next day delivery service, and I think you'll be very pleased when you see the price tag on it. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, so you'll always know when we posted a new video, and please leave lots and lots of comments when it comes to the specs of this particular model. I think you're going to be pleased every step of the way. That's all for now from the Mott's Electrical Studio. We'll see you next time.